Hello and welcome back to This Is Portsmouth, your go-to show for all news and stories in and around the sunny seaside city of Portsmouth.
The sun is shining and we are so excited to be back with this week's episode. So let's take a look at what we've got coming up on the show.
I can't wait. We talk about the Pompey Ladies and see their influence on young girls' involvement in sport.
We head down to Guildhall and ask the public what they think of their mothers in celebration of Mother's Day this Sunday.
And we explore the many ways we can reduce pollution with the help of Portsmouth Climate Action Board.
And we discuss the future of the well-known commercial road. There is so much content for you guys at home today. Best of all, we have an in-studio demonstration from our lovely presenter, Georgia!
I am really feeling the Pompey spirit in the old in-studio today. So, what better way to keep up the energy than to see how our women's football team is doing?
I totally agree with you. Should we take a look?
Let's do it!
This week, we've headed to Wesley Park, home of Pompey Ladies football team, to see them in action at a training session and find out why they love the sport and their club so much.
I think my favourite thing about being a player is probably just it's a team sport and being around the girls and being in the environment where you're just constantly with your mates. You sort of test yourself weekly in terms of matches, playing against different players, constantly in a competitive situation where you're constantly having to test yourself, and I think that's good, builds resilience. I've played for years. I think I started when I was about 6 at primary school, just playing at like break time, lunchtime. I've got a brother, so he used to play in the garden, and then I was just like, I want to join a team. I played for the school team, then I didn't actually join a girls' team until I was about 11.
I started from a very young age, so it's been something that I've grown up with. Watching it from when you're young and then growing up and playing it as well with people and being with teammates is the best thing. I think it's a very positive environment. We're all like supportive of each other. We're all like different ages, different abilities, with just supporting each other's growth and like in the individual feedback. And I think we stick together through highs and lows.
We have a mix of personalities, which I think is brilliant because everyone brings something different. Most of the time, like we all just sort of have a laugh. I think we take it seriously when we need to, but when we can have a laugh and when we can, enjoy it in a way where we're pushing each other, but also having a laugh at the same time, it's brilliant. Yeah, it's really good. We get on well.
The growing of like the women's football, knowing that there's a possibility that you can go far in it, and if you're working hard and you're getting up every day, and you're going to training and you're putting in your 100%, you're going to have opportunities, you're going to have doors that open up for you.
Short term, I think we know it's been an up and down season. We want to finish as high in the league as possible. We've still got a couple of cups that we're in as well, so I think it's just to get performances, keep working hard. We've got a few new faces this season, so I think it's still a case of building on that and getting on, working together. And then long term, still enjoy it. That's my main aim. I want to enjoy playing football and still play it as high level as I can.
It was great to catch up with the girls and see their training. We wish them all the best for the rest of their season.
Amazing work there from the ladies over at Fratton Park, really giving it their best. It's so nice to have such talented men and women being great role models to the younger generation.
So it's becoming more and more important that we focus on becoming more green to help our planet. So our team went to visit the Portsmouth Climate Action Board to see what we can do to improve the environment.
It's literally your future, okay? You're going to inherit some really difficult situations unless things change. So what I'm talking about is food prices going through the roof, flooding and heat waves becoming the norm. So this is your future. If you want to protect your future, now's the time to do it. My name's Nick Sebley and I work for the Portsmouth Climate Action Board. I'm basically employed by the uni. So my role is to sort of facilitate climate action locally and raise awareness of the climate emergency and the solutions to it. When you burn coal or petrol or gas, the emissions last for over 1,000 years, if not longer. So anything we burnt in the past is still in the atmosphere, still warming the planet. Well, locally the council have done some good stuff with solar panels. So they're one of the best councils in the country for putting solar panels on publicly owned buildings. Their energy services team has won awards for its work. It's really proactive and ambitious. They're working with the port, so there's an international port just there. And they've done some great stuff again with solar panels and batteries to store the solar energy. The most difficult thing down here is transport, because it's an island and it's not a very big island, Portsmouth. It's only 3 by 3 miles and it's got over 100,000 cars registered to it. So it's just rammed, and you see that at rush hours. So how do you change that? You change that by putting in good cycling infrastructure so that people, because it's flat, Portsmouth's flat, it's perfect for cycling, but it's not very safe. It's one of the most dangerous cities to cycle on in the whole of the UK. I think it's 3rd most dangerous city.
There are not enough tracks in the slightest, and the tracks that there are, Cycling Route 222 National, only leaves Portsmouth. If you're trying to get around in Portsmouth, cycle around in Portsmouth, there's really not much at all. The roads terribly surfaced, so when you are on them, on a bike like this, for example, if you're not using a mountain bike like most people, it's quite dangerous, to be honest. I've had a few instances where I've been off the road because cars have come in from angles and whatnot. But yeah, there's a lot that they can do, but it's better than some places.
There would be upfront costs. Yeah, it wouldn't be cheap to, for example, put cycling infrastructure into every city. And also you've got to get rid of gas boilers. So you've got 90,000 homes in Portsmouth. I suspect about 75,000 of those have got gas boilers. They've all got to come out. And you've got to replace them with electrification, so heat pumps and stuff like that, or district heating. That's going to cost billions of pounds. So there'll be upfront costs, but you're saving money because the costs of allowing climate change to accumulate and continue are devastating. It's the flooding, the heat waves, the food prices going up, the global insecurity, refugee flows. The costs of that are unfathomable. Humans are amazing. When they want to do something, they can do it. They can create incredible things. They can get to the moon. They can do whatever they want. It's just about your heart. Is your heart willing to do this? Is it motivated? And if we can find the motivation, we can do this. And the world that we'll create will be a much nicer world. There'll be less air pollution. It'll be cheaper to heat your home. There'll be a lot more greenery and wildlife around. And there'll be more community, because a lot of these solutions are sort of social solutions that involve community. So, the world we're trying to create isn't like an austere one where you can't have fun. It's actually going to be a nicer world. So we can do this, and it's just about coming together.
Wow, after watching that, it made me realise that there are so many ways we can improve as a city, but also people as well.
I know, and it's the simple and small steps we take that make a bigger impact on our future. Like you said before, being good role models to the younger generation will make all the difference in the coming years.
Next up, we jump down to Commercial Road, where we tried to find out why this beloved high street isn't as vibrant as it once was before.
Oh no.
1,400 businesses closed their doors a month last year.
Wow, that's a lot. With the
It's so
rise of
many.
online shopping, what is in store for the future of Commercial Road?
Commercial Road is one of Portsmouth's main high streets, full of the lovely hustle and bustle of eager shoppers, market stalls and busy shops. Or is it? Did you know it is predicted that by 2030 there won't be any in-person shops? Everything would have moved online, with the internet and media growing rapidly. What's happening to our Commercial Road as more and more shop stores close for good? Is online shopping our new future? Let's have a look at what some of the public think about the changes.
All the shops, like a ghost town, everyone's shutting down for some reason.
All my favourite shops are closed. Like, I remember coming down, not even just here, like most places I go, but especially here. When I first started uni, everything was open, I could go any store, and now most of it's closed down and they're building other shops, and I don't know, it's very confusing.
Yeah, they are closing. Like, I remember I went in the actual Cascades to go look for a shop and it wasn't there anymore. So I was a bit like, oh, where am I going to go now? And there was a supplement shop round the corner which I used to use. Not there anymore either, but just every time I come back from home, like, less and less stuff is here.
Poor people, he said they're day out, you know. Even if they go once a week, it's day out. But everybody started going online. Most of the young, okay, they get good jobs, they get good money, they get lazy, they want to go all on, tap on internet.
Yeah, online shopping is definitely a big contender because it's easier and you get recommendations sent to you and you're like, oh yeah, I might like that. Oh, there's a discount here, I might as well buy something.
But that's the problem, like online shopping, as great as it is and convenient as it is, especially like through everything that we've been through, being in person, you get to see the product, you get to know the quality. The amount of times I've been online shopping thinking it's one thing and they say it's one material, comes back a completely different material. And then it's the little tiny print as well. It's better to go shop, you get your receipt, you can come return. But you know what, technology, it has its way, and next thing you know, everything is going to be online.
It's going to get closed
Yeah.
down. Yeah.
Online shops all the way.
Like coffee shops and stuff like that, and not stuff for shopping, more like socialising sort of aspect.
But I miss it all being open, like the liveliness, but I think COVID's just messed it all up, to be honest.
As we can see, almost half of the shops on Commercial Road have either moved online or been forced to close after the pandemic. Is this really a bad thing? Or is this an exciting change for modern day shopping as the internet expands further? You know, I really think 2020 was such a harmful era for businesses, and we can really see it now.
Yeah, I know, and I guess so much was impacted around the world by COVID-19. It's so nice to see things finally getting back to normal.
Well, not too far away from Commercial Road, we're Victoria Park, where our team went out to ask the public what their mother means to them in awe of Mother's Day.
When I hear Mother's Day, I think of my mum. I know that's quite a standard answer, but I do. I think she's been such a priority in my life for so long that, yeah, she's just the instant thing that I think of.
I think the first thing that comes to my mind is flowers. This is something that we usually do at home. Everybody sends flowers to their mothers, so it's quite a colourful tradition.
I think of gratitude. Gratitude, mothers work hard. Us dads have it easy. Obviously not all dads, some dads do two jobs, but yeah, for those that have got mothers and fathers, mothers do the bulk of the work, and it's a day to sort of honour that and be thankful, really.
When I hear Mother's Day, I think of my mum, and we lost her over 10 years ago. She loved gardening, and I've got some of her flowers in my garden, and she was very good baking cakes, so apple pies and things like that. I can't say I get to take after her, but she was very good at making custard tarts and things like that. What she was like with us, I tried to be like, and her mother was like it as well, so I always think of her and my nan.
Fond memory with my mum. So originally we're from Poland, so going back to Poland with my mum for my brother's wedding, that was really lovely in the summer, seeing her with family and just happy. Yeah, it's a really good memory.
My mum, she's always been supportive of not just me, all members of my family.
Mother isn't a biological term, I don't think. It's more of if they're your mother figure.
Oh, anyone can be a mum. It's not about blood. It's just about the bond and, you know, how you treat each other. yeah, absolutely, anyone can be a mum.
I think as long as you care for something or someone and you raise them, you are a mother and you should be celebrated. I think it's about celebrating life more than celebrating biological mothers per se.
I think being a mother does take many different forms. Working at a school, I think in particular, I've kind of realised that because a lot of the teachers can become mother figures as well, and that's obviously in schools, but also, like I say, aunties, and sometimes male figures as well can become like the mother kind of role for them. And it's just really a time to celebrate everyone and just kind of who to you personally a mother is, because it's not always the standard.
Being a mother to me is being there for them, even if it's just an inset day to look after my grandson, or pick someone up from the airport because my son works away, or just doing their washing when they're at uni and come home with it. So yeah, just generally being there, no matter what it's for.
It's hard work, harder than expected, but yeah, I absolutely love it. It's, you know, it means everything to me now. It's my most important role. Yeah, he's my world, so you know, every day is Mother's Day with Theo.
Izzy has now left me in the studio and has gone to join our audience. How's it going over there, Izzy?
Woo, it's going so good already, honestly. Well, after seeing the public's response to our questions, we wanted to get the audience involved. So, what's one word to describe your mother?
I would say thoughtful. She's always thinking of others. She gives the best gifts. She's always there for me as well. It's really sweet.
That's so cute. Do you have any fond memories of your mother that you'd like to share?
Yeah, after school every day she always used to take me shopping, and we always used to get food, and it was really nice. Did you? Yeah, it was really nice. Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Well then, what about you, Rishi? What's your mum's favourite flower?
My mum's favourite flower, I just asked her yesterday, is a red rose. Yeah.
Wow.
It's the classic kind of one, but you can't go wrong with the classics, can you? What about you, Izzy?
Oh yeah, my mum's is the tulips.
Oh, the tulips. Ah.
She also likes daffodils though. She gets them all the
nice.
time. Every food delivery, she just whips in some daffodils as well.
We have a guest joining us today over in our floral studio as we grow closer to a very special Sunday.
Woo!
So yeah, today I am going to be showing you how to turn your average supermarket bouquet of flowers into something that's super stunning and that your mother will love for Mother's Day.
That is such a good idea. My mum loves homemade gifts.
Yeah, and my mum loves homemade gifts. It's the thought that counts, you know?
It is the thought.
It really is.
It is the thought. So, as you can see here, we've got some lovely flowers. These are just from a supermarket bouquet, and we've laid them out so they look...
I can smell them from here. They smell so good.
Smell this one. I've been sniffing this one all show.
Fresh.
It smells amazing. Yeah?
It literally feels like I've just stepped into a florist. It smells so good.
The first thing I want to say is, if you are going to be doing this, please be careful. The roses in particular have thorns on them, and I found that out the hard way.
I got pricked earlier as well.
Also, scissors, always hold them by the handle.
Exactly. Okay, so we're going to start with this nice white one, I think. I think it'll set out the tone for the bouquet.
It's a good base colour.
Yeah, so should we light it? I'm going to light it like that, actually.
Like that for now.
Yeah, what colour do you guys want to go for next? What do you think will work?
I've already spotted these two orange ones.
Yeah?
Okay.
Because they're such a bright colour, they match my hair, so
yeah, they do.
It's meant to be. I'm going to put one either side.
A little bit of symmetry.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. You know what? To be fair, my favourite flowers are sunflowers. So I'm a stick this slap bang in the middle there.
I love that they're coming out at the moment as well.
Me too. Yeah. They grow in a house next to mine, and I can see them, and they're like poking over the fence, and they're huge.
Ooh. Every single day they just go up and up and up.
Just keep growing, they never stop.
Yeah, literally.
Now, one thing about supermarket flowers is that they have all of these leaves on the side. I don't know if you can see them.
Oh yeah, there's lots.
Well, they're just going to suck up all the water. So what we're going to do is we're going to rip them off. Go on, guys, if you want to rip off some flowers.
Sure.
Yeah, rip them off, especially at the bottom, because they're going to die and wilt, and you just don't want them to suck the life out of your flowers.
Make a little pile of them.
Yeah, perfect. That should be okay. And then you just lie them onto the pile.
I'll put this one.
What's your favourite flower?
My favourite flower is baby's breath. You know, like the little white filler flowers.
Oh yeah. Do you know what? Speaking of filler flowers,
Aye.
look at this. Didn't want to prick myself there.
Yeah,
look
I
at
pricked
that.
myself.
You read my mind.
Exactly.
Stuff like this just really pulls a bouquet together because they just stand out.
Exactly.
Adds a little bit of texture.
It really adds some dimensions to them, and I've noticed that the supermarkets have been doing that a lot more recently. They've been adding these little filler flowers to just kind of make it look a bit more.
It breaks it up apart.
Yeah.
Breaks
It
it apart
does.
a bit.
I'm gonna throw in these two
Oh,
red
be
ones
careful.
for my mum. Yeah, I have. Well, I pricked myself a little bit, but there we go. There you go, mum. Some red,
What
some red
colour are
bouquet,
we
red ones
missing?
for you.
Pink. We got
Pink.
no pink.
Pink. Add in the pink. Please be careful. I'm really scared. Perfect.
And one more pink one. There you go.
Another thing you can do if you are on a budget or you've left it to the last minute possible, then you can go on a little walk. On your little walks out, see what flowers you can see just planted around the place, but make sure that you are not taking flowers from someone who's been growing them, you know, who's been spending their time growing
good
them.
at all.
No, it wouldn't. So make sure your flowers come from a reputable source.
Just gonna keep layering them
Just
on.
keep
It's
it
looking
going.
so
Keep it
pretty
going.
already.
What do you like? Big bouquets? Do you like the small bouquets?
Big ones.
I love a big
The more
bouquet.
full the bouquet, there's
Yeah.
just more to look at.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Fills out the vase as well. If you put it in a
It
vase at
does.
home.
There's nothing worse than an empty-looking vase.
I do recommend putting it in a vase as soon as you get it. And as you'll notice with most bouquets
Not that
that come
one.
from the supermarket, they have a food packet. And we have a little food packet here. All you'll do is just put it in the vase, put it in, give it to your mum, and it will just help keep the flowers fresh.
Yeah.
But everyone knows that already. So this is looking good, guys.
We're trying to tuck them
We're
under now.
kinda
We're
like-
going for it. We're professionals at this point.
Yeah.
Should we start trying to wrap it up?
I think
we
we
can
should.
start to wrap it up.
Any
I
more
will-
and it'd be so heavy.
That
It'd
is
fall
true.
over.
I will push it.
Right, I feel like
up
you know what
here.
you're doing.
I think
We
maybe
have to leave it to the professional.
we
Come
do.
on then.
professional.
So what
that's
you want to do,
that's a generous word there.
you want to wrap it into a nice little cone
Should I just
shape.
add a bit of tape, make it easier?
Yeah.
There we go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Perfect. Oh, it looks great. Should we cut it a bit? Should we cut the paper so it's not as big?
Yes, that would be
Let's
great.
keep rolling.
Cut it. Cut it.
You
cut
ready?
it. Yeah. That is perfect.
Oh, it's going.
That's perfect.
Okay. I'm going to cut it
Just
for
cut
you
it,
guys.
Cut it there.
You guys.
I'll be waiting with the tape.
Yes, please keep that tape ready.
Oh, and there we go.
Should make it look really pretty. So,
Do you know what? It's giving me Parisian street vibes. You know, when you have someone just
Yeah.
walking around with like a bouquet of flowers in their arms. Wow.
That is
oh. And
Do you
one
know
more
what?
bit.
one for luck.
It looks
Where's your pillow?
homemade. It looks
Just
really
there.
homemade.
And
Wow.
there we go. Ooh, let's tuck this guy in.
It's so pretty.
Could you imagine
Look at
some
that.
like daffodils in here?
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
a few little daisies?
Yeah.
I could.
Even
I
like
could.
dandelions as well.
Yeah.
Big leaves, blossom.
Make sure you get it in water as soon as possible. But here it is. You now have a beautiful gift handmade with love.
Oh, and that's fallen off.
The plant
careful
food
with
fell
that.
off. Well, that was so much easier than I thought it would be.
I know.
I could save so much money by making these bouquets myself.
You really could, yeah.
Honestly. And it's so pretty. It looks so
It
much
is
better
very
than
pretty.
in the shop.
I
It
can
does.
feel the love
The
already.
little filler flowers poking through as well.
I love all these colours as well. I'm actually blown away by this, guys. Well done.
So bright and summery. Well, I really wish we had time to make the viewers at home and in our audience a beautiful bouquet, but unfortunately, that is all we have time for today.
I'm really sad, but hey, at least we had so much fun today on the show making bouquets with you, Georgia.
Thank you for having me. I've loved doing this.
And we've learnt valuable information about our climate and the current state of Commercial Road. And I'm so excited to see what we learn and get up to next week.
If you have any colourful stories you want to share with us, or if you simply want to share your thoughts, don't forget you can contact us via Instagram using @ThisIsPortsmouthTV.
Or you can email us at tisp@port.ac.uk. But for now, I'm Georgia.
I'm Izzy.
And I'm Rishi.
And this is Portsmouth.